The lights blaze brilliantly over Kansas City as the 2025 NFL season roars into full throttle. Once again, every eye in the football world is locked on the Kansas City Chiefs, the franchise that has redefined what it means to be a modern-day championship dynasty. After years of dominance that have left rivals scrambling for solutions, the Chiefs are poised to unleash yet another campaign of gridiron excellence, one that could further etch their name into the annals of NFL immortality. As one of the most iconic franchises in league history, the dynamic alliance between mastermind head coach Andy Reid and generational quarterback Patrick Mahomes continues to serve as the heartbeat of this powerhouse. Their synergy, both on and off the field, has forged results most organizations can only fantasize about. And as the new season dawns, there is absolutely no sign of this golden formula losing momentum. Yet even the most accomplished dynasties understand a fundamental truth. Sustained greatness demands constant evolution. The Chiefs' brain trust, coaching core, and fervent fan base recognize that refinement is the key to staying atop the NFL's unforgiving mountain. While the 2024 campaign was triumphant in many respects, it exposed a few cracks, vulnerabilities that any championship-caliber contender must address to remain supreme. Throughout the offseason, Kansas City's leadership has worked relentlessly to target and repair these areas, ensuring that when the Chiefs take the field, they'll be more fortified and dangerous than ever before. One of the most pressing focal points has been the offensive line, particularly the left side protection that is essential for keeping Mahomes upright and lethal in the pocket. While his mobility and Houdini-like ability to extend plays remain cornerstones of the Chiefs' offensive identity, even the most elusive quarterback requires steadfast protection to operate at peak performance over a grueling season. In today's NFL, where edge rushers have evolved into hyper-athletic, technically refined predators, blindside protection is non-negotiable. A left tackle must wield brute power, impeccable technique, and unshakable mental resilience. Without these qualities, the offensive machinery stalls under pressure. Fortunately for Chiefs Kingdom, a promising answer appears to have emerged in the form of rookie left tackle Josh Simmons. Early training camp reports indicate Simmons has fully overcome any prior health setbacks and is showcasing the physical tools, football IQ, and composure needed to protect Mahomes' blindside at an elite level. His arrival signals far more than just a roster upgrade. It's a testament to Kansas City's commitment to sustainable dominance through sharp drafting and meticulous player development. Beyond fortifying the trenches, the Chiefs have doubled down on making their offense even more explosive. The highly anticipated returns of Rashee Rice and Hollywood Brown have electrified the fan base and added fresh firepower to Mahomes' arsenal. Rice's resurgence is especially compelling. His knack for creating separation and hauling in contested passes during pivotal moments has already made him a cornerstone of the passing attack. His on-field rapport with Mahomes is deepening, and early signs point to this connection reaching unprecedented heights in 2025. Meanwhile, Hollywood Brown infuses the receiving corps with blistering speed, surgical route running, and the ability to stretch defenses vertically. His veteran savvy and proven reliability give Kansas City yet another dangerous dimension, one that defensive coordinators will be forced to respect on every snap. The continued emergence of Xavier Worthy injects yet another jolt of excitement into Kansas City's already electrifying offensive outlook for the 2025 season. Worthy's blistering speed and razor-sharp agility create nightmare matchups for defensive coordinators, forcing them to account for his presence on every snap. As he sharpens his technique and gains valuable in-game experience, Worthy has the potential to evolve into a true game-breaking weapon, one capable of flipping momentum in a single play. When you pair his growth with the return of other dynamic playmakers, and the potential discovery of fresh contributors through the draft or free agency, the Chiefs' aerial assault could return to that vintage, high-octane form that made them an unstoppable juggernaut during their championship runs. This depth and versatility within the receiving core gives Andy Reid and his offensive architects an endless menu of ways to exploit mismatches and keep opposing defenses constantly on their heels. Yet, for all the positive developments across the roster, one lingering question mark continues to dominate conversations among analysts, coaches, and fans: the state of Kansas City's ground game. While the Chiefs have long been defined by their passing prowess, any championship-caliber offense knows the importance of a dependable rushing attack, not only for balance, but for controlling the tempo in the game's most critical moments. Reports from training camp, along with insider observations, have sparked concern about both the depth and explosiveness of the Chiefs' running back rotation. While starting back, Isaiah Pacheco is working his way back to peak form after a season hampered by fibula and rib injuries. The talent and reliability of those behind him on the depth chart remain in question. Pacheco's return to health is undeniably a boost. His rare blend of power, acceleration, and vision makes him an invaluable asset in the Chiefs' scheme. The way he bulldozes through tackles and churns out yards after contact adds a punishing physical edge that perfectly complements the finesse and precision of Kansas City's passing attack. But relying too heavily on a single player, no matter how gifted, can be a dangerous gamble over the grueling NFL calendar. Injuries, fatigue, and the inevitable wear and tear of professional football make depth an absolute necessity. Respected voices like Jesse Newell of The Athletic have voiced a growing concern. Behind Pacheco, Kansas City may lack the explosive, game-changing punch that elite teams require. This isn't simply about adding bodies. It's about finding backs who can execute in every game situation, from blitz pickups to precision route running out of the backfield, and from grinding out tough short yardage plays to breaking free for long, momentum-shifting runs. In today's NFL, versatility is non-negotiable, especially on third down when pass protection and big play capability often determine the outcome of drives. This need for a multidimensional back has fueled speculation about potential trade options, with one name surfacing repeatedly: Jacksonville Jaguars running back Travis Etienne. His skill set and his current circumstances make him an intriguing target for a contender like Kansas City. Etienne entered the league as a first-round pick with sky-high expectations, armed with a collegiate resume brimming with speed, agility, and dynamic pass-catching prowess. He was billed as the kind of dual-threat back who could tilt the field in his team's favor. But his NFL journey has been a blend of dazzling flashes and frustrating inconsistency. The 2024 season proved particularly turbulent as Etienne ceded his role as Jacksonville's lead ball carrier to teammate Tank Bigsby. For those tracking his trajectory, the shift wasn't entirely shocking. Etienne's efficiency as a pure runner had begun to wane, even as his value as a receiving weapon remained evident. The result has been a complicated evaluation for any team considering acquiring him. Is he a still untapped offensive diamond, or a player better suited to specialized usage? Travis Etienne's recent struggles as a pure runner have opened the door for Tank Bigsby to seize a larger role in Jacksonville's offensive blueprint, underscoring the relentless, cutthroat nature of NFL roster battles and the constant pressure on players to safeguard their spots. Bigsby's rise as a more consistent and explosive ground threat has forced the Jaguars' coaching staff to rethink their backfield hierarchy and usage patterns. The competition has only intensified with the arrival of dynamic rookie Bhishul Tutin, whose fresh legs and untapped potential could push Etienne even further down the depth chart. While this type of internal rivalry is healthy for an organization, it inevitably creates uncertainty for veterans whose roles are diminishing. Despite his challenges as a traditional ball carrier, Etienne still retains significant value as a pass-catching specialist, capable of thriving in specific situations and offensive packages. His versatility to line up in multiple alignments and create mismatches against linebackers or safeties makes him an asset that many teams could weaponize effectively. For Jacksonville, Etienne's situation presents a strategic crossroads. With his contract set to expire after the season and free agency looming, the Jaguars must decide whether to capitalize on his current trade value or keep him in a reduced role. The logical case for trading him lies in extracting maximum return, while transitioning to a younger, fresher backfield tandem of Tank Bigsby and Bhishul Tutin. This move could net Jacksonville valuable draft capital or assets to address other roster needs while accelerating the development of their young talent. From Kansas City's perspective, Etienne checks every box that analysts like Jesse Newell have identified as missing from the Chiefs' current backfield. He is exactly the kind of third down specialist who can pass protect, catch out of the backfield, and still deliver chunk plays when needed. Paired with the punishing running style of Isaiah Pacheco, Etienne's skill set would give Andy Reid a versatile, dual-threat tandem capable of keeping defenses guessing and exploiting mismatches across all four quarters. While Etienne may not be the breakaway home run threat some franchises covet, his consistency, adaptability, and ability to excel in the passing game could be invaluable in Kansas City's offensive system. He would also provide vital insurance against the inevitable wear and tear of a long NFL season, ensuring the Chiefs have fresh legs and specialized skill sets ready for any game scenario. For Andy Reid, one of football's most inventive offensive minds, adding Etienne would unlock even more creativity in play design. Reid's success has long been built on exploiting players' strengths through strategic deployment and calculated matchup creation, and Etienne's multifaceted abilities would fit seamlessly into that philosophy. The lingering question is whether Jacksonville's front office is actually willing to entertain trade offers, and if so, what compensation they demand in return. NFL trade negotiations are rarely straightforward, often involving layers of financial, contractual, and strategic considerations beyond simple player-for-player evaluations. If the Jaguars are open to moving Etienne, Kansas City would be wise to put together a compelling package, one that benefits both organizations. The Chiefs' championship pedigree, proven development track record, and ability to immediately put Etienne in a position to succeed could make them an appealing landing spot. Such a move would be more than just a roster tweak. It would be a bold declaration of Kansas City's relentless win-now mindset. Time and again, the Chiefs have shown their willingness to make aggressive, calculated moves when they believe it increases their odds of another Lombardi trophy. This could be yet another example of that philosophy in action. As the 2025 season approaches, the Etienne storyline will remain one to watch closely. Kansas City's determination to fortify its backfield reflects an understanding that even elite teams must continually adapt, evolve, and address vulnerabilities to maintain their edge. With a blend of returning stars, ascending rookies, and the potential addition of a proven playmaker like Etienne, Chiefs Kingdom has every reason to feel a surge of optimism. So, what do you think? Could Travis Etienne be the missing link in Kansas City's quest for another championship? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for all the latest Chiefs news, updates, and insider analysis. Thank you guys. See you next video.